Okay, you can see here where I did some of my own formula work for leverage, how it works. If you're 3 inches from the bolt, it's 4 pounds. If you're 6 inches, it's 2 pounds. So as you double the distance from there, you decrease the amount of force required to turn the wrench by 2. And that's how that works. So and that's why you have like cheater bars to turn a wrench. The further away you are from the main source, the less force it takes. If you look at, for example, the arm, if I connect right here and I got a 5-pound weight in here, it's going to take more force than if I connect out here. So I'm going to try to connect these strings to raise the arm as far away from the pivot point, which is like where the nut is on here. If you look at that comparison, you'll see that the further away from the pivot that I connect the strings for the bicep, the less force it will take to lift that weight. Okay, and you can see here I was able to lift a 5-pound battery with my index finger like that, and the distance from here to here was 0.4 inches, about the center where the battery hit. So 0.4 inches, my finger lifts 5 pounds. So we have 5 pounds here at 0.4 inches from the fulcrum. This is the fulcrum. And then if we were at 1 inch away, it would require 2 pounds. No, at 1 inch away, using the same force that my finger could generate, it could only lift 2 pounds. So in other words, if I were to extend this part of my finger out to 1 inch, and then I were to put the weight on the finger there, I'll draw that. If this were out to here, and I put the weight right here, it would take, I would only be able to lift 2 pounds. And that makes sense because the further away you are from the fulcrum, the harder it would be to lift. If you were to try to hold the end of a flagpole out horizontal, it'd be really hard, but if you were to grab it in the center, it'd be less hard. Or like a 2x4, if you were to hold it at one end, it'd be impossible. You got to hold it like a third of the way in at least, because it'll be too heavy otherwise.